Greetings and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading. The second is a discussion of the reading followed by suggested journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us today. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps spread the word and grow this community of self-reparenting. Now for a few updates. First, I'm excited to introduce our Patreon community, where for a small monthly fee, you can join us for 3 weekly reparenting support meetings. Sundays, we have a guided meditation for emotional grounding. On Tuesdays, we have a book club discussion for deeper discussions and growth. And on Thursdays, we have open topic conversations for real-time support on any topics that may come up. You can find all of the details about what's included in this community by going to the Reparenting Daily website and checking out the community tab. In addition, we now have a WhatsApp support group, a global network of fellow travelers available anytime you need encouragement, guidance, or simple connection. This is just one of the many ways we're building a strong, supportive space for your reparenting journey. The next announcement is that I've just released my first few books. The first is the Reparenting Daily Journal, a structured 365-day guide to help you work through reparenting day by day. Starting in 2025, each month focuses on a key theme with weekly sub-themes. The Reparenting Daily podcast episodes align with the journal, making it an interactive and immersive experience to help you stay focused and ensure real progress this year. Now for the next announcement, I'm thrilled to introduce Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily, a collection of 3 books inspired by Jungian analysis, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and most importantly, the work of Marie-Louise von Franz. These short, simple stories are designed to help you reconnect with your inner child and experience healing through storytelling. What makes these books unique? Well, at the end of each story, there's a deep dive analysis exploring its themes, explored by journal prompts to help you reflect on how these lessons relate to your personal journey. All of these books are now available on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look and support this project. Reparenting is a journey of growth, iterative change, and continuous improvement. Much like nurturing the bonsai tree, it requires patience, care, consistency, and attention. Thanks for being here and supporting this work, and for committing on your journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's article is called 9 Ways to Deepen Trust in Your Intuition. This is by Jessica at Brightspace Coaching. As always, you can find a link in the show notes to read the full article. I just read a portion. This is a longer article. This is a reminder we're in March, and the theme is building self-trust and self-confidence. We're in week 4, which is March 22nd until the 31st. And the theme for this week is trusting your intuition. Have you ever had a hunch that came true? Do you have an uncanny knack for guessing what will happen next in a movie? Are you always right when it comes to seeing and sensing bad intentions in others? If you said yes to any of the above, then you have a strong intuition. The real question is, how often do you trust or follow your intuition? I've always been an intuitive person, but in grad school, I didn't trust my hunches or nudges. When professor asked the class the question, I almost always knew the answer, but I never raised my hand. Then when someone else raised their hand and got the answer right, I kicked myself for not trusting in myself. I also got really close to a woman who ended up becoming my worst enemy. I always thought to myself, I should have listened to my gut. Have you ever had any experiences like that? Deepening trust in your intuition is an important way to build sustainable confidence in yourself. It can also help you make better decisions, avoid disappointing relationships, and gain the clarity you need to take the next steps in your path. It might seem like magic, and those moments when you do trust your intuition often are. But there are real and tangible ways you can deepen your trust in your intuition so you can make better decisions for your life. Here are 9 ways to deepen trust in your intuition. What is your intuition? You know the feeling. It's a knowing or a gentle nudge that something is off or awesome or needs our attention. It's typically subtle, which is why we often miss it or discount it. Researchers at Leeds University concluded that intuition is a very real psychological process where brain uses past experiences and clues from the self and the environment to make a decision. This decision happens so quickly that it doesn't register on a conscious level. Intuition is the way the subconscious mind communicates with the conscious mind. The information in our brains that gives us that feeling or inner knowing is real. By the way, the information comes together happens outside of our conscious awareness, which is why it can be hard to trust or listen to it. We all have intuition, and each of us has the capacity to tap into our intuition to help us reach our fullest potential. It's up to us whether or not we choose to listen to it. You can use the following methods to begin trusting in your intuition. Number 1, meditate. Meditation involves sitting or lying down quietly, allowing your thoughts to come and go naturally. It's not about trying to turn your thoughts off or feelings. Turn off your thoughts or feelings. It's listening to them without judgment. And eventually, you may start to understand your thoughts and nudges and your intuition as well. Number 2, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to be present, aware of where we are and what we are doing in a given moment. It's about observing the moment without judgment and not being overreactive to or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. Number 3, check in with your body. We sometimes feel sensations in our body before our brain recognizes the emotions associated with those sensations. For that reason, it's important to notice how different parts of your body are feeling throughout the day. And from there, you can begin to recognize your intuition when it's trying to get your attention. And number 4, allow yourself to feel. This is one of my favorite exercises, and I'm so grateful for my therapist who taught me this several years ago. No matter what feelings come up for you through the week, take some time each day to really feel those feelings. Feel into the pain, anger, sadness, elation, joy, anxiety, or excitement. You can also begin to name feelings. What do they feel like for you? How would you describe them? Thank you. And that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Welcome back. Trusting and deepening your intuition is essential for reparenting, self-expansion, and building self-confidence. Those growing up without proper guidance or validation, intuition can often become clouded by self-doubt and external conditioning. Reparenting yourself means learning to tune into your own inner voice again, acknowledging that your feelings, instincts, and bodily sensations are valid sources of wisdom. By practicing mindfulness, meditation, and body awareness, you begin to rebuild trust and strengthen your ability to recognize when your intuition is trying to guide you. This process not only helps you make better decisions, but also protects you from repeating past cycles of unhealthy relationships and environments. Self-expansion and confidence naturally grow as you learn to trust your inner knowing. When you start honoring those gut feelings and intuitive nudges, you step into a more empowered version of yourself, one that no longer needs constant external validation. Paying attention to synchronicities, practicing self-reflection, and engaging in activities like journaling and visualization all help refine your intuitive sense. As you align with your inner guidance, making choices become easier, self-doubt decreases, and you feel more in control of your life. Ultimately, deepening your intuition leads to a stronger, more authentic sense of self, allowing you to move forward with clarity as well as certainty. As we move on to the journal prompts today, number 1, what are some past situations where you ignored your intuition? How did those experiences turn out? And what did you learn from them? Number 2, What physical sensations or emotions arise when your intuition is trying to guide you? How can you become more aware of those signals in your daily life? And number three, what practices or habits can you start incorporating to strengthen your trust in your own intuition? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself and do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you most comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time of day you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.